Welcome, and happy Labor Day weekend. I don't know why they call it Labor Day weekend. Are we celebrating labor? Not much of a laborer. Never have been. That's why I stopped working in kitchens. Now I just make videos. Because on Canada Day, we celebrate Canada. On Family Day, we celebrate family. On Victoria Day, we celebrate Victoria, the Queen. So on Labor Day, we must be celebrating labor. Well, in the spirit of Labor Day weekend, I've got a very laborious recipe for you. Just kidding, it's super easy. Hello, Jack Middleton, the Empowered Vegan here, and in this video, we're making veggie burgers. I want to make something very clear. A veggie burger is not supposed to be an imitation of a hamburger. I don't even know why they call them hamburgers. When I ate meat, I never had a burger made out of ham. A veggie burger is its own thing. It's its own category of food, and it needs to be judged as such. So if you're making a veggie burger for somebody who eats meat, don't tell them that this is like a hamburger, because it's not. That being said, what are the characteristics of hamburgers that we enjoy? Savouriness. So when I was doing research for this recipe, I looked at like 30 different veggie burger recipes, and none of them really hit on the savory factor that I was going for. This veggie burger we're gonna make is absolutely insane. It's the best veggie burger that I have ever eaten in my life. We're not just gonna be making any old burger, we're gonna be making the vegan umami burger. What is umami? Umami is a flavor profile. How do we experience this flavor profile? We experience it as a deep savouriness on the back of our palate. It's delicious. It's what makes vegan food, well, all food, savoury. And if you're vegan, this is really important to know. You need to know what ingredients have a high umami profile so that you can use them in your cooking. So what are some examples of umami flavored ingredients? Tamari, miso paste, tempeh, sauerkraut, sun-dried tomatoes, garlic, nutritional yeast, spices like cumin, chili powder, coriander. There's lots of other ones. All right, so first things first, we gotta get our grains cooked. There's 2 grains in this recipe. Technically 1 grain and 1 pulse. We've got rice and we've got lentils. So let's start with our rice. When I cook my rice, I like to toast it with oil and salt first. Bring it over to the stove, toast it, stir it. Once it gets a nice toasty color and it's got good fragrance, then you can add in your liquid. So once your rice is on, next thing you can throw on is your lentils. Lentils, super easy. Throw all your ingredients in the pot. You got lentils, some salt, bay leaves, stock. Throw them all in there. Bring it up to a boil. Put that lid on. Drop it down to a simmer. Set a timer. Done and done. Easy peasy. Okay, while those are cooking, what are we gonna do next? We're gonna cut up our onions. And you cut up your onions just like this. Next, you want to throw those onions right in your pan, right in the pan. Get those onions right in the pan, right in the pan. I'm using a cast iron pan, but you can use whatever pan you gosh darn well please. It's nice for this recipe because we are doing savory burgers. You can put a little bit of color on them, get them a little browned. But the point is, you're just cooking them until they're nice and translucent. While those onions are cooking, You're gonna take all of your dry ingredients and you're gonna throw them into a food processor. If you don't know what a food processor is, use your blender. Okay, rice is cooked, lentils cooked, onions cooked, walnuts chopped into a coarse meal. Now you're gonna take all of your ingredients except the breadcrumbs and you're gonna combine them into one bowl. Once you've got all those ingredients in the bowl, you're gonna wanna take your hands, you wanna get in there, and you're gonna wanna squish it up. Just squeeze it and squish it. You don't wanna turn it into a mush, but you want some of it to break up and get squishy so that you can actually put it together so that they don't fall apart on your grill or your pan. Once you got it all squished up, throw in those breadcrumbs, mix them in, mash them in, I don't know, start coming together. Some people ask me why I put coconut oil in this recipe. Okay, no one's ever asked me that, but I wanna tell you why. It's because when you take these babies and you form them into patties, and then you put them in the fridge, the coconut oil hardens up and it gives you that extra little bit of insurance. Okay, what's up next? You want to take those patties. First thing, you make them into balls and you wanna pack them in nice and tight. And I like to weigh them out because I like to have consistency and I like them all to be 4 ounces. 4 ounces is a standard patty size. That's 120 grams for you Canadians out there. Next thing you wanna do is stick them in the fridge for like 20 minutes. It'll harden up that coconut oil and it'll allow the rest of the ingredients to come together so that when you fry it, there's less chance of it falling apart. Now with these burgers, you can fry them, you can also grill them. Now when they hit the pan, you want that pan to be pretty hot. And when it hits, you can drop the heat down a little bit. Drop it to like medium high. And you want to get that one side nice and colored. Once you get the one side colored, you can flip it over and you can color the other side. People sometimes ask me, how do I know when a veggie burger is done? And the answer is, when it's hot. Once it's all fried up, grilled up, whatever flavor you decided for this Labor Day weekend, you load that baby up with whatever toppings you choose. Load it up, load it up, load it up. Feed this to your friends, feed this to your family members, feed this to people who don't like vegan food. Tell them it's meat-based. Lie to them. No, don't do that. Don't do that. If there was ever a veggie burger to feed to a meat eater, it's this one. Is the perfect carnivore segue into plant-based burgers. Work here's done. Happy Labor Day, folks. Oh, and if you want to see more videos, subscribe. Hit that subscribe button. Also, you can like this video. That'd be cool. And if you want to know when these videos come up, hit that bell button. And there will be new videos every single week. I'm Jack Middleton, the Empowered Vegan, and I will see you next week.